Rhea Ripley to immediately lose her WWE Women's title after Saturday night's main event? Exploring the possibility the second edition of WWE Saturday Night's main event took place in San Antonio, Texas. Rhea Ripley opened the evening with a title defense against Nia Jax. The two women clashed in a fierce battle. However, overcoming all the odds, Mommy managed to retain her title following her massive triumph. Rhea Ripley has ensured that she will kick off the road to WrestleMania 41 as the Women's World Champion. With Jax out of the way for now, she might be looking for the next challenger for her title. In a shocking twist, Rhea Ripley could issue an open challenge to the entire women's roster at the 2025 Royal Rumble, putting her title on the line for anyone who steps out. Becky Lynch could make her return and shock the world by accepting the instant title shot and could probably defeat the Nightmare by turning heel, altering the course of Raw's women's division. There have been talks about the man's comeback for a while now, following her immediate title loss. In the realm of possibilities, Rhea Ripley could enter the Women's Royal Rumble match. She could win the match and challenge the man for the title, setting up Becky versus Rhea 2 at WrestleMania 41. Lynch won the Women's Elimination Chamber match and challenged Rhea Ripley for the Women's World Championship at WrestleMania 40. Despite delivering a stellar performance, she failed to capture the title from the Nightmare. Their rivalry concluded abruptly after Ripley got injured after Mania and had to vacate her title. A heel Becky versus babyface Rhea could be something similar happened at Royal Rumble 2022, where Brock Lesnar lost his title against Bobby Lashley and entered the Men's Rumble match and won it, becoming the #1 contender for Roman Reigns' Universal title. That said, the proposed angle above is merely speculation at this point, and fans must stay tuned to Raw to learn more. Rhea Ripley to compete in an intergender match on Raw. Something similar happened at Royal Rumble 2022, where Brock Lesnar lost his title against Bobby Lashley and entered the Men's Rumble match and won it, becoming the #1 contender for Roman Reigns' Universal title. That said, the proposed angle above is merely speculation at this point, and fans must stay tuned to Raw to learn more. Rhea Ripley to compete in an intergender match on Raw. To promote the new in-game feature, WWE could book an intergender match between Ripley and Dominic Mysterio on Monday Night Raw. There have been some prominent talks about booking the match between Mysterio and Ripley since they were separated on screen. The Stanford-based promotion could finally make it happen. Ripley has already wrestled in an intergender match in WWE, where she defeated Akira Tozawa on Monday Night Raw. A bout between the former couple would draw significant attention given their history and Dominic's betrayal. However, the suggested scenarios revolving around the Nightmare are speculative at this moment, and it remains to be seen how the creative team books them in the coming months. Rhea Ripley makes guarantee ahead of the Royal Rumble. Sends message to her possible WrestleMania 41 opponent. Rhea Ripley retained her Women's World Championship against Nia Jax at Saturday night's main event last night. Following her successful title defense, Ripley made a guarantee ahead of the 2025 Royal Rumble Premium Live event and sent a message to her potential opponent at WrestleMania 41 that Mommy had a tough opponent for her first title defense since winning back the Women's World Championship from Liv Morgan on Raw's Netflix debut. Nia Jax gave her a tough challenge before Mommy hit the riptide for the victory. Speaking to Jackie Redmond and Peter Rosenberg after her match, Rhea Ripley assured her fans that she will be the champion heading into WrestleMania 41. Ripley also had a message for whoever might challenge her in Las Vegas. At the end of the day, everyone wants that WrestleMania gold ticket. I don't blame them. It's a massive opportunity. It's what everyone works for. I have a target on my back, and I'm not going to hide from that fact. So whoever it is that I stand across from at WrestleMania 41, because I guarantee I'm walking in Women's World Champion. Whoever stands across the ring from me, they're going to have to be ready for Mommy. Because at the end of the day, what do you always say? Mommy is always on top, Ripley said. 142 to 208. The 2025 Royal Rumble is just a week away, with just 7 announced participants in the Women's Rumble match. Those stars are Nia Jax, Bayley, Charlotte Flair, Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Bianca Belair, and Naomi. Backstage plans on Rhea Ripley's potential opponent at WrestleMania 41. Rhea Ripley already has a pretty stacked resume when it comes to opponents at WrestleMania. Ripley has beaten Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and Asuka at the grandest stage of them all. She has also been in the ring with Naomi, Sasha Banks, Carmella, Zelina Vega, Natalya, and Shayna Baszler at WrestleMania 38. But who will be Mommy's opponent for this year's event in Las Vegas? According to Fightful Select, one of the rumored names in the mix to face Ripley for the Women's World Championship is Bianca Belair. The two have been open about making that dream match come true over the past year. Belair has been focused on the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship, but that could change depending on what the company wants. Jade Cargill's story is still up in the air and unfinished, with Naomi also in the mix after what happened back in November. WWE News and Rumor Roundup. Bayley retired. Rhea Ripley officially splits from partner. Two champions relinquish their titles, and more. We're precisely a week away from Royal Rumble, and WWE has pulled out all the stops to generate the buzz for one of the Big Four premium live events. Welcome to another exciting edition of News and Rumor Roundup. Bayley claimed to have retired from in-ring competition. Meanwhile, Rhea Ripley has parted ways with her on-screen partner. In a shocking turn of events, two champions have relinquished their titles. Has Bayley retired from the WWE in-ring competition? Bayley hasn't had much luck reclaiming the WWE Women's Championship that she lost at SummerSlam last year. The role model recently had a chance to get her gold back when she challenged the reigning WWE Women's Champion Tiffany Stratton, who cost her the title in the first place. The two women had a back-and-forth thriller on January 17th, 2025 edition of SmackDown, where the buff Barbie emerged victorious. Yesterday, Stratton boasted about her victory by sharing a backstage photo of herself on Instagram, with the caption, reading, "Making Tiff Story in 2025. The role model is by no means retired from in-ring competition. If anything, she was pulling the blonde bombshell's leg." Bayley is all set to enter the 2025 Women's Royal Rumble in hopes of repeating last year's heroics. Number 4. Rhea Ripley splits from her partner. Rhea Ripley has spent the majority of her time on the main roster working with Damian Priest. Their friendship blossomed after the two joined the Judgment Day under the leadership of Adam Copeland, FKA Edge, back in 2022. Even after splitting from the Judgment Day 2 years later, Ripley and Priest stayed friends and had each other's back. The Terror Twins eventually went their separate ways after their triumphant victory over Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan at Bad Blood last year, though they continued to be travel buddies as part of the Raw roster. Earlier,